back to the Dairyland days of summer. I'm Sam Marchant.
And I'm Molly DeNucci, and we've been waiting for this moment all preseason. The Dairyland Collegiate League is officially in season. Opening day happened, games have been played, and we have so much to talk about today.
Yeah, week one is in the books, and tonight we're going to break down everything. Best games of the week, standing updates, and our first ever weekly awards, and a full look at what's coming up ahead this week after week one of DCL baseball.
This is going to be a really fun episode, and honestly, after 4 weeks of preseason, I'm just glad to finally actually start talking about games. And yeah, this week it's been kind of hectic. We've been going into getting our broadcast up and running, which actually last night I thought went really, really well. I was directing last night's game with the River Rats and the Foxes, so that went really well.
Yeah, lots of changing parts, and we know technology can always be a joy, but
Yes.
lots of baseball has been played. Let's get into it.
The Dairyland Collegiate League is thrilled to team up with Bank CMG this summer. And just like a deep drive over the outfield wall, Bank CMG is here to help you knock your financial goals straight out of the park. Right now, you can score a massive 4.25% APY with a 7 or 11-month CD to really get your savings moving. What makes Bank CMG the perfect teammate is that they are rooted right in the heart of our communities. If you're catching a Lake Mills Beach Film game, cheering on the Madison Mad Hoots, or heading out to watch a Waukesha Foxes, there's a local Bank CMG branch right around the corner. From their Madison headquarters and two convenient Lake Mills locations to Waukesha and down towards Evansville, they have our entire league footprint covered. Pair those traditional hometown values with serious big league tools. Banking on the go is completely seamless with their mobile check deposit and card management app. Plus, if you're looking to buy a home or step into a refinance, their expert local guides and local loan officers are ready to help you every step of the way. Support the hometown bank that supports local summer baseball. Visit bankcmg.com or stop by your neighborhood branch today. Bank CMG, modern tools, hometown values, member FDIC.
All the scores and updates from week one are brought to you by Bank CMG. Let's get into it. Opening week in the Dairyland Collegiate League, this is how it went. We had opening day on Tuesday, June 2nd, Ziggy Park. It was the Bobbers hosting the Lakeside Beach Bums, three-time defending champions on the road for game one of the 2026 season. And 11-1 Bums win it, propelled by a 6-run ninth inning and bases clearing triple from Gavin Stewart.
Also on opening day at Waterloo, the Waukesha Foxes taking on the Madison Hoots in the very first game in Hoots program history. First pitch ever for the brand new franchise. Count them in their first win as well as an 8-7 victory over the Foxes and putting up 8 runs after falling behind 4-0.
Yeah, talk about opening day for a second here, Molly. Obviously, it's chaotic, it's hectic, but opening day is something that in baseball means so much, and we've had the opportunity to have two this year with Major League Baseball and then the DCL. So, what is your take from opening day?
I thought opening day went really well. I think it gave the guys kind of time to get to know each other, see how each other actually plays on the field, and how they can work together. I saw some really good team chemistry on the diamond, and yeah.
Gonna be a really exciting season. And opening day was followed up by another day of baseball because what did you have it? Some more baseball coming through. Wednesday at Waterloo, it was the River Rats at the Hoots, and this one goes a little bit differently for the Hoots, but the league favorites, from our opinions as a crew, win in dominant fashion, 16-1 to open their DCL 2026 campaign. A 9-run first inning put the pressure on early, and Madison wouldn't be able to respond.
Also on Wednesday, we're going to be looking at Frame Park with the Highlanders at the Bobbers. First time for the Highlanders in history. Two first-year franchises getting their first taste in the DCL the same week, wasting no time picking up their first wins. Highlander outlasting the Bobbers 19-16. It's a pretty big score for baseball, with Brendan Shield finishing 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs and 2 extra base hits, including a monster home run.
Yeah, and then the Map Cheese, they also hosted the Cheese Kings in Johnson Creek. Preseason 2 seed, in my opinion, getting their first look at the season, and they were down by the Kings in a 30-run, 31-hit affair, 16-14. Connor Gruel finishes the day 5 for 5 at the plate, though, to lead the way.
On Thursday at Ziggy Park, Cheese Kings hosted the Highlanders. It was a National Cheese Day. That's pretty cool in Wisconsin. But the Highlanders returned the celebration with a 10-6 victory to make a statement in their first 2 games in the DCL franchise, making some of us look silly with our preseason picks at this rate.
Yeah, my 2 seed is going to be the Highlanders. Their offense is stacked with talented newcomers.
But that's why we made those picks. We were made to be proved wrong, and that's clearly what they're doing there.
Yeah, being proved wrong, probably one of my least favorite things to happen, but also it's always a joy when it happens, especially in baseball. The Beach Bums, they're a team that's at the top in a couple of takes. I know Will had a hot take about putting them at 6. So far, a hot start to the season. They continue that. The 3-time defending champs in week 1, challenging the newcomers and the Highlanders for that top spot. They come in with a statement win, another one, 24-11. Lots of offense for the Bums so far this week, but a notable arm on that side as well. Ben Janowski picks up the win for the Bums in relief.
And then Johnson Creek taking on Madison Hoots at Frame Park Friday. The Mapachees pick up their first win on the season. An MVP watch player, Noah Burnham, finished 2 for 4 with an RBI triple in the second to build an 8-0 lead for Johnson Creek. Never let up, winning 9-5.
Speaking of getting their first wins of the season, the Foxes took down the River Rats in a Friday night contest. That was highlighted by 3 deep balls from the Foxes, and they took that one in dominant fashion.
Elite Sports is a proud sponsor of the Dairyland Collegiate League, and they're the talented crew behind the championship rings awarded at our league champions each season. Based in Williamsburg, Iowa, Elite Sports has become a trusted partner for schools, teams, and organizations across the Midwest. They specialize in custom screen printing, embroidery, uniforms, trophies, plaques, banners, and promotional items, all produced with top-tier craftsmanship and quick turnaround times. Their in-house art team and production staff handle very detailed from design to decoration, making it easy to outfit your team, elevate your event, or bring your organization branding to life. Whether it's apparel, awards, or custom merch, Elite Sports delivers quality you can count on. You can explore their work and start your next project online at teamelitesports.com.
Turning it over here to our week 1 standings. Obviously, we are not fully through the week as we record, but they are brought to you by Elite Sports Awards.
Hey, DCL fans, this is Rocco, the producer here. This podcast is going up June 7th, Sunday night, so these records are accurate as of then. Beach Bums 3-0, Highlanders 2-0, Mapaches 2-1, Cheese Kings 2-2, Foxes 2-2, River Rats 1-2, Hoots 1-2, Bobbers 0-4. Thank you for making it this far, and I hope you enjoy the rest.
Yeah, standings are live. You can expect that to be mixed up a ton as we go throughout the season. Bobbers still winless, though, through their first opportunities. I don't know that trend sticks around for very long. Maybe a surprise at the top, though, with the Bums and the Highlanders both fighting for that Team of the Week opportunity after going 2-0 to open league play. We'll break down our weekly awards and hand out some hardware.
Performance used to have limits. Work gear. Gym gear. Everyday gear. Until performance was woven into every single fiber. No change, no compromise. This is Iron Jock. Explore Iron Jock at ironjock.com.
Award time, and I love this part. Sam and I are going to be talking about who stood out this week. 3 awards to hand out. Let's go.
Yeah, so Pitcher of the Week is going to be the first one. That's brought to you by Iron Jock. Our Pitcher of the Week, it's the best arm from week 1. And Molly, who jumped out to you this week?
Okay, Sam. Honestly, pitching kind of struggled this week. I was a little surprised, but again, it's week 1. It's early. Got to give these guys time to settle in, get their pitches, understand who these hitters are. So, but we did see a lot of offense. 2 games that stood out from me were the Rats and the Bums, 16-1 and 11-1 victories, respectively. Isaiah had pulled a strong performance to down those wins for the River Rats, and a final line of 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, no earned runs, 4 Ks, and 1 walk. But I think what stands out for me the most is this week was full of walks, and zero in that column from bums is like Jake Frederickson.
Yeah, walks so often are going to come around to hurt you. We've seen that the hard way in week one. So a well-deserved pitcher of the week is going to be brought to you by Iron Jockey. Goes to Jake Frederickson of the Beach Bums. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and dons that with 12 strikeouts. Earned the win in an 11-1 victory over the Bobbers on opening day. And Molly, one quick thing before we transition here. What does it mean to just go out there and dominate like that for Frederickson? 12 strikeouts, no walks.
I mean, it's got to give them a vote of confidence. It's a new team with the Highlanders. I think that kind of pulls in the rest of the team too. We can stand behind our pitcher. Now our offense can get up and be like, all right, our pitcher's doing good. Let's give him some runs.
Hi, I'm Jake Johnson. I'm a real estate agent with Jake Knows Homes. Real estate is a stressful process. Buying and selling home is not something you do every day, but it's something I do every day. Let me be your partner to help you make that process easier, and at the end of the day, help the buying and selling process be something you can enjoy and not stress about. For more information, go to my website, jakeknowshomes.com, and we'll talk to you soon and see you at the ballpark.
Transitioning over to our hitter of the week in a start of the season that has not shied away from having offense. This award brought to you by Mind Baseball. Dairyland's finest position player of the week, best week at the plate or in the field from anyone in the DCL. Sam, who are we looking at today?
Now we got to give a big shout out to our producer behind the scenes, Rocco. He's on the show last week with us, and Will too. But you know, maybe a little ego drive to Rocco because this is his guy for MVP. Here we go, Rocco.
Okay, yeah. So my MVP is going to be Brennan Shield, Martin Luther High School grad in 2025. He's at Winona State right now. So this guy, everywhere he goes, he just rakes.
But an absolute tank of a home run was blasted by Brennan Shield this week for the Highlanders.
Hey DCL fans, this is Rocco again. So if you're audio only with us, Brennan Shield just hit that ball over that fence in center field. That's 400 feet away. And it cleared it by about 20 feet, sources said. That is no joke. That is an absolute moonshot. I do want to point out Mike and Haddon with the Waukesha Foxes also had a 3 home run week, but his did not go 420 feet. That's why Brennan Shield takes the cake.
And he has led them to 2 victories, pulled across 3 extra base hits. So I got to talk about Brennan Shield.
Dairyland's finest hitter of the week brought to you by Mind Baseball, Brandon Schill. 5 for 10, a double, a triple, a monster home run, topped with 5 RBIs and 2 walks. Pretty solid start to the season for a rookie team in the Highlanders, led by huge offensive threat, earning him Player of the Week hardware.
Thinking about selling your car? Before you hand over the keys, stop by your nearest Napleton store off Highway 151. 4 convenient dealerships located in Beaver Dam and Columbus, representing Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. We are willing to pay over market value for your car and will buy your vehicle even if you do not buy ours. Call us to schedule an appraisal at your home or place of work. At Napleton off Highway 151, we believe in doing business the right way. Real people, family run, cash offers you can stand on. Sell your vehicle with confidence at Napleton off Highway 151.
Yeah, and our last award is going to go to the Dairyland's finest team of the week, brought to you by KM Electric. It's the best overall performance by any team in week 1. Molly, who are we going with?
Now, it would be an easy thing to say the Beach Bums. I mean, how can you not, right? They put up 35 runs in 2 games, are undefeated, and 3-time defending champs. But that's not who we're going to go with today. So we gave it to the Highlanders. Talk about making a statement on their first 2 games as they open it with a 19-16 slugfest over the Bobbers. And then on National Cheese Day, a big bite out of the Cheese Kings to go through their first 4 days in the regular season. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I literally couldn't agree more. I mean, am I shocked that the Highlanders have put together 2 great games? No, but at the same time, I did expect some early hiccups. So, I think Coach Rivera, though, with the feeling, he took a look at the podcast, probably was like, hey, look at this, guys. They doubting us, and said, let's go make a statement. So Dairyland's finest team of the week, it's brought to you by KM Electric, are the Highlanders, the week 1 winners.
Johnny really said he didn't want to do a push-up contest at the end.
Yeah.
He's making his point now with the team. He's like, nope, guys, we're going to do this.
I want to see the Johnny Rivera Sam Martin push-up contest.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't actually happen, and it doesn't
Exactly.
come down to that, we need a Rivera Martin push-up contest just to see who wins it.
Exactly. Exactly. I was telling them that the other day. We were in the office and we were talking, and I'm like, guys, I think we just need to do the push-up contest no matter what happens.
Maybe that's something we could throw out there on social media. We could get a little video, a little pre look at what's gonna happen at the end of the season.
Yep.
A season in the DCL is filled with moments you never want to forget. Now, you can hold on to these memories with the official DCL Score and Store board game. Crafted by Itinerant Gaming, these boards are built for the move. They feature a built-in dice popper and a secure track system that ensures you'll never lose a piece, whether you're in the stadium seats or on the way to the next game. You can get a board for any one of the 8 DCL teams. It will come decked out in that team's colors, logos, and branding. For parents and grandparents, it's the ultimate keepsake to remember your players' time in the league. Our friends at Itinerant Gaming knocked it out of the park. Not only does a maple hardwood withstand drops, the pieces never fall out, no matter what happens to the board. Additionally, the board comes with a great dry erase marker to keep score. It's more than a game. It's a handcrafted keepsake built to last a lifetime. Celebrate your player's journey and grab your team's board today at itinerantgaming.com. That is ITINERANT gaming.com.
A look at the week ahead is brought to you by Bucks on Main. Let's look ahead at the full week schedule of DCL baseball coming up, and some really compelling matchups are on the schedule.
Yeah, you're going to start off hot with Monday at Ziggy Park. It's the Bobbers hoping the Mapachees preseason 2 seed going on the road early in the standings, and after week 1, they've struggled a little bit, but this one already has some weight to it.
Also on Monday, we're going to be at Waterloo, which Waterloo has turned into one of my favorite parks. It's 120 years old, one of the oldest fields in Wisconsin, so I think that's pretty cool. I love being there. The atmosphere is amazing. But looking there, we've got the River Rats taking on the Highlanders. First, look at how Johnny Rivera's program matches up against the roster I had in one of my number 1 preseason. Really curious to see how the Highlanders compete in that environment after having the strong week 1.
Maybe that's where we get the push-up contest. They go exchange their lineups at home plate. No exchanging the lineups. Who's going to be the home team instead this time? Push-up contest. That's how it's decided.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to do a pregame, and you guys are going to have to tune in to DCLWisconsin.com for our broadcast that day, and our pregame is going to be Johnny Rivera and Sam Martin push-up contest.
Dude, that's something that gets me hyped. And capitalizing here on Monday's slate of games at Johnson Creek, it's the Foxes and the Kings. Crete Slattery, Andy Buckley, 2 of the top most dangerous hitters in the league on the same field on Monday night to roll it off.
And Crete Slattery he pitched the other day.
Dude,
he pitched a couple innings. He didn't do bad. He gave up some runs, but not terrible. He asked to go in. Yeah. He said, Jay, I want to pitch today.
Two-way players. It's doing some danger. See what Slattery's cooking up. He's trying to make a big case for MVP. He's like, if I can't just do it offensively, I'm gonna go on the defensive side. Give me the ball. I want the ball right now.
All right, looking at Tuesday night at Ziggy Field, the Bums are at the Hoots. Third-time defending champions are on the road against the first-year franchise. Big test for Colin Hagman's program.
Yeah, and then we get the Kings at the River Rats at Milton. Our early look at the Cheese Kings offense that has been super explosive so far against one of the best pitching staffs in the league.
Wednesday at Frame Park, Hoots at the Cheese Kings, another opportunity for standout offensive day.
Following that up, it's going to be the Highlanders and the Mapachees at Ziggy Park. On the road in Johnson Creek against a really hungry team are the Highlanders, but someone that's really exciting is Rivera's program for sure.
And then finally we got the River Rats and the Beach Bums again at Waterloo on Wednesday. 1 seed versus a 3-time defending champion, a massive midweek game.
Then wrap it up, a Thursday game, Hoots at the Bobbers at Ziggy Park.
Also on Thursday at Waterloo, Foxes and Highlanders, 2 teams with a lot to prove early.
And talk about Crete Slattery and Andy Buckley being on the same field. It's going to happen again Friday at Frame Park, Cheese Kings at the Foxes.
This will be a fun week. I mean, I picked Andy Buckley last week. Obviously, I think he's going to have a good season. And then with that offensive power from Crete Slattery, it's going to be an amazing game. Again, tune in. DCLWisconsin.com for that broadcast.
Subtle plugs all the way. Here we go.
Subtle plugs, yep. That's what we're all about. Also on Friday at Waterloo, the River Rats and the Bobbers 1 seed on the road against my 4 seed. Early standing game with real implications.
And then we go Friday, Ziggy Park, wrap up the weekday games, map cheese at the Beach Bums, and we're going to get more of that in just a second.
Saturday morning at Waterloo, the Highlanders at the Beach Bums. We've got a 10 a.m. first pitch.
Ollie, what's the difference here before we finish out the rest of the game? Going a 1 p.m. start time, which so many guys are used to, 1 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you throw in there a morning game.
You know, it's an adjustment. These guys, most of them are college players. Most of them kind of get to the field early anyway. So just getting up, making sure they get a good night's sleep, making sure they're healthy for the game, that's kind of the most important thing. You know, eat breakfast, just get ready for the game no matter what you can do. I don't know if it's a big deal between a 10 a.m. and a 1 a.m. start, or sorry, not 1 a.m., 1 p.m. start, but as long as they stay healthy, I think they'll be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Saturday afternoon at Johnson Creek, we get the Foxes and the Mac and Cheese. That's the regular 1 p.m. start.
And then also Saturday afternoon at Ziggy Park, we got the Hoots and the River Rats.
Continuing then on that Sunday afternoon or afternoon trend is Sunday afternoon at Johnson Creek. Another one is going to be the Bobbers at the Highlanders.
And wrapping out next week, Sunday evening at Waterloo, the Cheese King and the Mappa Cheese to close out the week.
We don't need Sunday Night Baseball on MLB Network. We got Sunday Night Baseball on the DCL. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, and then our game of the week, that's going to be presented to you by Bake CMG. Friday, June 12th at Ziggy Park. Johnson Creek Map Cheese, Lakeside Beach Bums. It's a championship rematch, the first time we've seen these two together again. And an MVP favorite in Noah Vernon against a dominant Beach Bums pitching staff. Last summer, these two met in the championship series with the Bums coming out on top. First time that we get a look back at that in 2026. That's this Friday, June 12th at Ziggy Park. Molly, what's your take?
My second choice is River Rats at the Bobbers on Friday with my 1 seed versus the 4 seed Jack Stuke against the River Rat lineup. That is a great pitching matchup early this year.
Yeah, I think pitching has struggled, so it'd be interesting to see how the pitching staffs really get on it and start to get after it as the hitters adjust and the pitchers adjust going through week 1 to week 2. What do you think the transition is going to be like week 1 to week 2?
I feel like I keep saying it, but I think just transitioning with these guys, you know, they're all new teams. Most of them are kind of coming in, don't really know each other. So getting a feel for how they play, getting a feel for that team chemistry. I think the Foxes have turned into one of my favorite team chemistry teams. They are just always positive. Whenever I set up cameras, they're joking around with the camera. They're having fun. They're playing baseball and they're happy to be there.
Yeah, so is the camera live when you're doing that?
It is not live. I don't know if they think it is, but they'll wave to the camera. They'll say things. My most asked question is the audio's off, right? I'm like, yep, you guys are good. You guys are good.
I love that.
We've got a deal going that if a foul ball comes toward the camera, I'll give whoever catches it $1. So I'm supplying them with gas money if they catch it and protect the camera. So
I don't know if $1 is going to get you very far in this economy.
Probably not. It's something. It's a step there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a super exciting week in the DCL. Obviously, Molly, you've been there in person for most of it, and it's been an exhausting week, but excited to see what's going to come up. That wraps up episode 5 here of the Dairyland Days of Summer. Week 1's in the books, and this league is literally everything that we ever said it would be and more.
Remember, every Sunday at 8 p.m., we're going to be right here breaking it down for the week, handing out awards, and keeping you locked in on everything happening in the DCL all summer long.
Yeah, follow along at the DCL on Instagram at DCL Wisconsin. Check everything out at DCLWisconsin.com. Obviously, we got the live stream, the broadcast there. Make sure you tune in. We got a great team. Molly's going to be behind it as well. Then schedules, standings, box scores, all of it and more also on Game Changer. I'm Sam Marchant.
And I'm Molly DeNucci. This is Dairyland Days of Summer. See you next Sunday.